Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is May 20th, 2025, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 20. Proverbs 20 and verse 1. You know, it's funny. I've been doing this a little bit, and I haven't talked about this verse at all. Probably because, well, it makes sense to me. So I didn't feel like I needed to talk about it. But this morning as I was reading, just really felt like I needed to be reminded, but there was probably someone out there that needed to hear these words and understand. Proverbs 20 verse 1 says this: "Wine is a mocker, beer is a brawler, and whoever staggers because of them is not wise." Now, it's wine and strong drink, not just beer, but anything that has a higher alcohol content than wine is basically what the Hebrew here is. Wine is a mocker, beer is a brawler. The simple part of this is if you stagger because of them, you're not wise. If you allow yourself to get even a little bit tipsy, a little bit buzzed, you're not wise because, well, you have less control over yourself. And he makes it clear in what he says about wine and strong drink by what he says. Wine is a mocker, beer or strong drink is a brawler. Wine causes you to have many words, searching for words, trying to find the right way to talk. I've been around a lot of people who drank, and I have drank a lot in my own life. And when wine is involved, the talk runs crazy. And the more they drink, the crazier the talk gets. But when it gets stronger than wine, and into even the strongest of drinks, no longer is it just talk, but it gets loud, it gets angry, the words change from a lot of conversation that may not make a lot of sense to a lot of loud, angry, forceful words. Now, I know that's a generalization, but in many, many cases, that is true. So it tells you that the potential for those drinks are there even at the very beginning. But Solomon doesn't leave it at that. Anyone who staggers, gets buzzed because of them, is not wise. Not wise to do it, and definitely not wise in it. So, is it okay to drink? For you, it may be very okay. For me, it's not. If I have one, it won't be long, and I will be having many, and I will be staggering because of it. I'm an alcoholic. I know that about myself. One will lead to another. It may not be the same day, but eventually it'll be multiples in a day, and I will stagger. But the other part of it is, even if that's not your problem, maybe you can drink once in a while. That's okay. I get it. But recognize that what you drink has an impact on how you interact with the world. Even just a little bit will change you for a moment. Be aware of that. Be aware of what it does in your life. And be aware. I mean, wisdom is knowing and acting on that knowledge, right? If you want to be wise and you know that wine causes you to be a certain way, then you avoid wine, right? If you know that stronger drink causes you to get into fights, then you should avoid those things, right? Yeah. I mean, I've had lots of friends that say, I can't drink anymore. I break out in handcuffs. Right? You learn what is appropriate and true about your life. This isn't a condemnation about a social drinker that has no issues. I want you to be clear about that. Be aware that has the potential. But if you even allow yourself to get just a little bit tipsy, you've lost your wisdom. So make good choices. Because any amount can cause your mouth to work in ways that it wouldn't normally. But once you start to stagger, you've lost all control. I know many of you may not have that problem. Some of you might. But I want you to be aware. It's not something new. And, well, it's been out there a long time. The wisdom and the truth of it is, if you know, your actions will prove what you know. Wine is a mocker, strong drink a brawler. Whoever staggers because of them is not wise. Proverbs 20, verse 1. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.